Welcome back to Point Blank on the service standards of our public transports. Well, morning and evening, peak hours have always been a test for many Singaporeans as they brace themselves for the massive human jam on buses and trains.
Yes. According to the Land Transport Authority, the average daily public transport ridership from January to October this year was 4.9 million, which is about 8% higher compared to the same period last year. SBS Transit's Corporate Communications Vice President, Ms. Tammy Tan said, "We realize that during heavy peak periods, the load on our buses may be higher. We have been investing in new buses to replace and expand our current fleet of over 2,800 buses. To date, we have some 700 new buses. By end 2009, we would have invested 420 million to purchase some 1,100 new buses."
And SMRT is also stepping up efforts, to meet the increase in ridership. And Ling has found more from the Deputy Director of Train Operations, Mr. Loy Wing Chi. Let's have a look.
It's nice and quiet here this morning, but I understand that commutership has gone up in the past several months. Can you just explain a little bit about the trends?
I think in terms of ridership or commutership, the increase has always been there. We have been seeing year on year a 2 to 3% increase all these years. For this particular year, the increase is what we experience is almost 10%, but this is not entirely unexpected. From up till, we are looking at an economic downturn now, but going back until last year, end of last year, the economy was rosy, our projections were very good. From our experience, ridership tends to grow with GDP projection. So we have long anticipated the increase. On top of that, the government has announced the Land Transport Master Plan that further promote public transport. And we also see an increase in fuel price, which people are driving less. So we have long anticipated the increase. And to address that, we have planned way long ahead to increase our number of train runs. Total in 2008, we have increased almost 900 train runs per week. That require a lot of drivers. So the train runs were planned for in February, in May, June, October. They are pushed up in stages. We need that because we have recruited almost 50 drivers, and to train each one of them take almost 6 months. So we have since pushed out these more train runs in stages, and that's why it takes so long.
What about for next year then? Because if you have 10% when the economy is rosy, but we are expecting the recession to hit us really hard next year, what kind of growth do you expect? Do you think there'll be a growth at all?
Okay, as our annual projection, we still expect a very healthy growth this coming year. The recession coming in, we are not expecting a spiky growth as 10% this year, but it will still be above the normal 2 to 3%. A healthy growth is what we expect. Well, think on this way. While the fuel prices we're seeing is dropping a little bit, it's coming down, so people are going back to the cars. So that 10% is not going to happen. But while there's a recession, people still need to travel. Even they go and find a job, they still need to travel. So the travel pattern will still be there. And with the government still pushing, still promoting public transport, we see all the different kind of measures that we are seeing, be it on promotion for the trains, the ERP, bus lane. There are more and more bus lane, and the new rules for all the bus driving. So all these are things that promote public transport. Any increase in buses do spill over to trains. So we still expect a healthy growth.
What safety issues are there in the event of overcrowding?
Well, even our trains and buses are packed to the limit, to their capacity. There's still no safety issue because there's always a buffer being built into these limits. But in terms of comfort, the lower limit that LT have set actually is more for comfort level, to give a margin of comfort for passengers. So I do not think there's any safety issue relating to this. And furthermore, our service leader for the buses will take due care to make sure that the passengers are safe. And we have at selected platform stations, we have service ambassador to actually help to look after the passengers that they board in an orderly manner. They'll try to encourage them to move to the center of the train to allow more people to board in a more orderly manner. So these are action that we have taken to further enhance safety.
So Yu Xiang, are you convinced by what he's saying? do you feel better now? Do you feel that they are doing the best?
I know they are trying to improve, but we'll give them time. But in time they should prove it to the commuters that they are doing a part. Yeah, to show the results must be visible to all the commuters.
Yeah. Okay.
They were talking about the service ambassadors who try to...
Have you seen those?
Actually, no. I mean, not in my experience, you know.
Okay. Have you seen any, Ling?
Not yet. Not any.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Oh, they just lurk around the platform and then they tell you, oh, over here, over there. Have you seen those?
I haven't seen that yet. So that's why I was thinking, that's why a lot of commuters might not know about it. Yeah, they might thought that, hey, this is how it works. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Probably they only appear during the rush hour because Elsie had seen them while she was doing the shoot. On the train.
Really?
Yeah, during rush hour, I think 8:30. So they were like a whole fleet of service ambassadors on the platform. Yeah.
My goodness, how
showing them
impressive.
the way.
Did they do the good morning thing?
I'm not sure. We will check it out from her later.
Okay, and Poh Kwan, you know, I mean, are you assured? I mean, you don't like the trains because it's crowded, right? But do you really think that what they're saying in terms of like having more trains and everything is going to help, or you feel that you know they should actually just increase the frequency during peak hours?
Yeah, definitely. I think increase the frequency during the peak hour is more important because sometimes you see the train totally empty. That's when there are no people. Yeah.
Okay.
So with the growing population in Singapore, trains and buses are bound to get more crowded. So one alternative mode of transport that we can probably consider is bicycle. And cycling is good, right? I mean, like it's a good form of exercise,
Yes, it is.
and it won't add up to our carbon footprints. And the government is also in talks with private vendors. And, they want to implement,
explore the idea of implementing an island-wide bicycle kiosk network in Singapore. But how feasible is it? I mean, look, okay, I can't cycle, so I'm not going to be part of
for
this.
you. But our journalist Kylie will show you later how feasible it is to cycle to work, you know, during the morning rush hour. When we come back, we'll show you.